How would you like premium flavor in every single bite? Would you like the finest beef in the world? Have the best burger you've ever eaten, but do it at drive-through prices? I'm not kidding you. This is an amazing value, and we have had over 13,000 of these ordered since midnight last night. Why? Because these are the top of the line best burgers you can get. And I'll tell you what, this is the only day of the whole year you're going to be able to get this as a today's special value. Rastelli's is the brand name. Many of you have said, I love Rastelli's meats. They call Ray Rastelli the meat man, America's butcher, a lot of great names, but I will tell you this, the whole thing is that these we have waited for 3 years to bring them back as a today's special value. It took that long to get enough of the Wagyu Kobe style beef in order to bring it as a today's special value. And that's why we've waited 3 years. You're not going to get a chance to see these again at a today's special value this year. And the price goes up at the end of the evening. All right. So I want you to know that. Ray Rastelli, America's butcher, the meat man, as somebody, Diana called you that this morning. I loved it. But here's what I want you to know. There are a few different decisions you have to make. One is you get to choose how many you want. Do you want 14 or 28? Now listen to me for a second. 14 of these is going to be $79.98 for 14. That comes out to $5.71 each. You can't even hardly get a quarter-pound burger elsewhere for that price. Most of it is even higher than that out there, and they're not going to taste like this one. But I say I went with the 28, and I'll tell you why. One is that it brings the price per burger down to $4.64 each for the best burger in the world. But I will tell you this, is that you will choose 14 or 28. You actually save $30 by buying the 28 because buying in bulk is a better price. You also get to choose when it ships out. You can have it shipped out immediately or the week of May 20th, which is the week before Memorial Day, or you can have it shipped out June 24th, which is the week before the 4th of July, or any of the above or all of the above. You can do a shipment on each of those ones if you wanted to. The only other choice you need to make is, do you want it in a single shipment or do you want auto delivery? Because auto delivery brings this to you every 60 days up to a year. You get to stay at this price for the next year. And beef prices, we all know where they're going, up, up, up. And this was locked in at this price almost a year ago. And so we're getting a year ago prices right now because that's when we locked it in with Ray. And if you don't go on auto delivery, you will be paying higher prices, no doubts about it. Ray Rastelli, here's what I want you to just really hammer in to everybody is, why is this the best?
So I want you to think about the finest car or piece of jewelry or the very, very best that you've ever had. Think about that in the way of a burger, because that tells the story right there. This is Wagyu beef. This beef originated in Japan, was brought into the States in about 1970. And to give you an idea of how limited this is, Mary Beth, there are 30 million beef cattle in the country. There are less than 5,000 Wagyu cattle. So that's why it's taken 3 years almost to get this. It's incredibly rare.
But these are from the United States.
They are. And what you really get here is you get farmers that I have worked with for years and years, for over 45 years, that I've trusted, that I've really got to know the families, to understand how they raise great beef. Beautiful, clean, water, grasses, because these are grass-fed animals that are finished then on a high-protein grain diet. And of course, that gives us high omega-3s actually in this beef. So it's not only a product that's going to be tender, incredibly tasty, but the flavor you get from this juice, and you can see the juice that's in there, that does not come from fat. That juice comes from marbling inside of that Wagyu steak burger. So, you know, whether it's a great burger, and it will be the greatest burger you've ever tasted, believe me, or if you want to actually cook it like a steak, you can do the same thing.
Yeah.
we go a step further, Mary Beth. It's about the way we actually fold the meat together.
Listen to this.
Instead of pressing the meat together like most burger makers do, we take the meat and fold it. So folding it actually lets the burger cook from the inside out, steams the burger on the inside, versus a traditional burger that is hard and dense, cooks on the outside and tends to be rare in the middle. So you get a nice, beautiful, even cook, and because of that, what happens is your burger's gonna plump. Just like I've done from here. You cook it from frozen. This is an actual time-lapse video. In about 4.5 minutes from frozen, you're gonna see it start to pool on top. You drop your seasoning on, you flip it over, and that's what happens. The burger actually plumps, and the reason why is because that steam is inside of that burger. It's keeping all the moisture in the burger and not in your grill, right?
Right.
That's why it doesn't flame up. It's gonna
Right.
be incredibly juicy, but the flavor is just unheard of.
You know what? It is the best flavor because it's the best beef. And can I just show you what I did? This is what I like to do with my burger. I started with ketchup and mustard on the bottom bun with a slice of tomato, with then the burger. Look at the size of the burger next to the slice of tomato, and that's not a skinny slice. And then I put pickles on top and a couple of pieces of bacon. I took that wonderful burger sauce that you sell, the poppy sauce, and put that on top. And oh my gosh,
look at that
isn't
burger.
that amazing? That's what you can be eating in about a week's time or less, actually,
Yes.
because this is Wednesday. It'll ship out Monday.
That's correct.
You'll probably have it Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So about a week from now, you could be grilling your own burgers. And here's the other part that I want to show you. I know a lot of people are going, wow, should I get 14? Should I get, 20 or what, or 28 or whatever? Do we have a single burger in a package?
We do, right
I wasn't
here.
sure
So
where it was.
I'm
Oh, there
gonna
they are.
give
There
you
they are.
that,
Thank
and I'll
you.
show you the boxes.
So this is how they come. One burger per package, frozen. You keep them frozen in your freezer. When you want to cook them from frozen. Yeah, I mean, if they thaw out, they thaw out. They're going to cook even faster.
Yes.
But the best thing to do is cook them from frozen. Why is that?
So the reason for that, because number one, it's a nice lean burger. It's not gonna flare up your grill. But cooking from frozen is just as easy. It's much easier. Now, as you said, you can thaw it if you want. It's gonna cook a lot faster that way. But I wanted to make sure this year we gave it to you in 2 boxes, right? So when you get that 28, you're gonna get a box of 14 and a box of 14. And the reason I did that is because, number one, you're getting 2 packs of seasoning, you're getting our guide, but think about saving one for yourself.
Yes.
And maybe taking this one to the barbecue, right? Or bringing it to Dad on Father's Day.
Exactly.
Or Mom on
Mother's Day.
right?
We shouldn't have to cook on Mother's Day.
No.
You know what I mean?
And Memorial Days are right around the corner, right? We've got Memorial Day, we've got 4th of July coming. You're gonna go through these burgers really fast because once you start eating these burgers, you're gonna realize you've never had a Wagyu burger before. And they're so big, Mary Beth, I will tell you that let me show it. I cut this actually in 4s for my grandchildren. And I'll show you how they do that.
This is a cool idea. I hadn't even ever thought of this, but I love your idea, Ray. And here's the thing, too. I got 28 because here's the thing. I don't want to run out. The other thing is I put it on auto delivery. But I also, when my kids come home, my grandkids come home, there's quite a few of us. I had 4 kids, my son had 4 kids, but look at what you did.
So what I did was I took those Hawaiian rolls and I just put
I love those little things.
Love those, and my grandkids love it too. So all I did was put 1 burger. Look, remember the size of our burger.
Yeah.
I put 1 burger on there. I put my poppy sauce on top there, and then all I do is I take it and slice it into 4s like this. And I will tell you, my grandkids, they like these, what they call mini burgers, right?
Yeah.
But look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that. This is 1 burger that we got 4 gorgeous sliders. So think about that 28 burgers, how many sliders you're going to get. So if you're at a party going on, if you're entertaining, you want something really cute, simple, this is really something that people love. It's a lot easier, and you might not get all that juice running down your arms, right? Because that's a big burger that you've got there,
I know.
right?
This is so amazing. Here's the thing I also want you to know. I want to go back to the fact that there's so many different things you can do with this. This is so much more. I really like to call this a steak in the look of a burger.
That's exactly right.
Because show us some of the different things that you like to do, and also how this comes about.
So, I mean, when you think about what you can do with it, one of my favorites is the eggs over there on those Just Bagels.
This
I mean,
right here.
we all love the Just Bagels. Think about being able to put a burger on there
Steak and
your
eggs.
eggs. Right? This happens to be my favorite. I love taking pineapple and grilling it. You get that sugar that caramelizes.
Wow.
Put that on top of your burger. You're going to have a really special burger. But anything that you choose to do, whether it's on top of a pizza, like we've done here, in a skillet for your nachos, which is really wonderful.
That's a cute idea. I like that.
It's wonderful because remember, this is Wagyu beef. If you want to use it as ground beef, all you've got to do is take that, kind of take it out of the package and chop it up in your skillet, and you have got Wagyu ground beef, right?
But show us this.
This is really the key. It's really where we start on the farm, making sure that we have got the very, very finest. If you look at the marbling inside of this piece of Wagyu beef, that's what I look for as a butcher. That's just like a prime piece of meat, the very, very best. We then take this after 45 days of aging, because it's part of a reserve collection, and we make these beautiful noodles out of that. Now those beautiful noodles are really nice texture. You can see they're just folded together, and then we fold them together and vacuum package each burger individually like this. This will last 12 months in your freezer. You'll put it in like this, it'll come out like this. So whether you want to cook it from frozen, do it from thawed, it's just as easy either way.
I want to show you your offer, because you can get 14 of these for $79.98. That comes out to $5.70 a burger. You'll pay more than that at a fast food restaurant, a drive-through, and not get anything close to this. I'll tell you honestly, because this is top of the line beef. The other thing though is you can get 28. That's like buying in bulk. You'll actually save about $30 by getting the larger amount. They're each individually packaged. When you get them home, take them out of the box, put them in all the little corners of your freezer, and hope that one gets lost down below, so one day you find it when you least expected it. Besides choosing 14 or 28, and by the way, the 28 comes out to $4.64 a burger, but you also get to choose when you want it shipped, right away, or the week of May 20th, which is right before Memorial Day, or the week of June 24th, right before 4th of July. You can do that as well, or any of the above or all of the above if you want, and then choose whether you want a single shipment or you want auto delivery, which means then it would come every 60 days and stay at this price. And I'm going to remind you, this is an amazing price. We booked this Today's Special Value with Ray a year ago at beef prices. We all know what's happened with beef prices. And if you go on auto delivery, you get to stay at this price for the next year. I mean, that's why this is such a cool Today's Special Value. It's one that I look forward to every year with the Wagyu beef, the Kobe style beef burgers, etc. We're going to go out to Chris, because Chris is manning the grill. Who is Chris, by the way?
Chris has been working with me for the last 25 years. He's part of the family.
Hi, Mary Beth. How are you?
I'm good, Chris. Tell me why you think this is a great burger to grill.
Well, I'm going to do what Ray talked about, and I'm just going to put this right here. This is coming right out of the freezer. This is how I like to cook them, right out of the freezer, because what ends up happening, if you have 1, 2, 3 people coming over and 2 others drop by, you can just pull 2 more out of the freezer. This is a perfect time. See that nice juice coming to the top? This is what I'm going to hit it with the seasoning now, right? You want to hit it when that seasoning, when that juice is coming up, you nice seasoning, and then we're going to just flip them real quick, right? Look at that. Look at that crust on there. Look how beautiful those burgers are seared. And it's one of my favorites too, because you're talking about Wagyu. And as a chef, you don't really have the opportunity to work with Wagyu. So to have the opportunity to work with a 100% Wagyu burger, it's just a treat. And they're so juicy and they're so delicious. They're like the texture, the flavor, it's so buttery. But it's not just a burger, it's also a steak. And that's what I want to show you real quick. I made a couple things real quick. Look at this. If you look at this steak here, that's actually a burger. It's not a sirloin steak, right? Look how beautiful that cuts. How about we load it up with some onions, a little mushroom sauce. Look how beautiful that looks.
That looks great, Chris.
Right? And then over here, you have our poppy sauce, which I think Ray's talked about, right?
Yeah, I've got it on my burger.
Oh, and the steak sauce, right? So I'm going to try to do 2 things at once. I'm going to put it on the burger.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit it over here. Again, I slice this nice and thin, so it almost looks like a sirloin steak.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to give it a little love here Look how nice that is.
That's
when
amazing.
you eat this, you're gonna think you're eating a steak.
Yeah.
It is that absolutely delicious.
They really are the best and they don't shrink. They stay juicy. They actually plump up when you cook them, right?
They do plump, and that's what I was trying to show you. If you look at this, I mean,